So if you guys remember, we ended the last episode of Pugliese Speed Shop talking about some problems that this guy right here caused. We're going to take care of that, along with a couple other things that we left hanging after the last episode. But because things are always changing, ever evolving, if you will, we're probably going to start off with this problem right here. However, you never know. You're going to have to watch this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop to find out. Like I said, we're picking up right where we left off, right? So we got a Y pipe that we pulled off that broke three studs in two different places. Does that make sense? I think so. Two of them broke off right at the nut. The other one broke off flush with the flange. So different extraction techniques on each one. We found a couple other problems during that time. I've noticed as I'm driving this thing in and out of the shop, because that's really all it's done, it started hanging up. Like, you put it in gear and it lunges forward and kind of creeps a little bit. It's not doing that. I thought something out back was the problem. Those spin just fine. Turns out it's this guy right here. It could be one of two things. It's either the caliper's hanging up, or maybe like a clogged hose or something right there, not causing the fluid, not letting it go back out. I guess it could be a slider as well, but just those couple of things. So we're gonna pull this wheel off, take a look at it, see what we find out, and we'll go from there. But we found something underneath it too that was really weird. I'm gonna slide under there. I'm gonna show you guys, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about with how these bolts broke as well, with these studs. Yeah, studs. All right, so we're under the right side of the truck, and I mentioned before how it's very scaly, right? A lot of the frame. Let's see, get this light over here. The frame's got some scale on it. The floors. I mean, guys, all the way through, solid as could be. The dry shaft. It was from Northern Maryland, so maybe that's where the problem lies. I don't know. They probably put some brine or something down. Well, it's the first time I saw this, guys. There's a hole right there in the upper control arm. So actually, I bought lower control arms because, like I said, we're going to lower this thing. The control arms actually I bought are stock. I bought a knuckle or a spindle, whatever you want to call it, that's going to drop it. And then I bought these because, well, it was actually cheaper to buy a control arm than it was for the ball joints and this other stuff. Maybe I should have bought an upper, because this is definitely... See how nice that spins? Yeah, the other side doesn't do that. See it? It's not... It's probably not going to pass inspection, and if it does, well, I got some choice words for the mechanic that would say that's okay, because, guys, if that's rusting, that's not good. So now we're going to take a hard look at everything else here and make sure that's the only problem. But while we do that, actually, we'll do that while we're pulling that wheel over there off and seeing what's up. That's how we'll get a better look at it. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, over on the driver's side, pulled the wheel off, and same story as far as scaling this, right? I mean, it's you can tell it's been through a couple of northern winters. This isn't even northern. It's northern enough to do that, I guess, huh? Which, this is funny. This must be like a known thing, dude, because like, they just unbolt this and, I don't know, bend a piece of scrap metal, put it back in there. You'd have to care a little bit more than I do to do that, but, I mean, you can do it. I'm sure Kevin is replacing that little fellow right now, because that's what he does. We don't do that. We don't do that. We may. No, we won't. But, so here, obviously, this is, I mean, it ain't, that's not, yeah, ain't doing nothing. Good bit of corrosion on the caliper, good bit of corrosion kind of on everything. However, there's no holes. You know, looked, all around, I haven't found any except for that guy. So, what we're gonna do, see, we got this little line right here, it comes down, right? Soft line. On the back there, where it goes in the caliper, we're gonna break it loose. Let a little fluid come out of there. And if that lets this spin, the caliper is all right. It's the problem's right there. If it doesn't, well, it's the caliper. So there's a little trick there, you know. That's courtesy of Jay. So I ain't trying to take credit for nothing, especially if it don't work. Yo, I know how that just sounded. That sounded like I was doubting Jay, and nothing could be further from the truth. I just want to make sure, you know. I mean, that's actually how you test it. But like other things that I might try might not work. But this does. So let's find out. All right, guys, we got down here and broke this guy loose right here. Just a little bit, right? Just got a little bit of, just enough to get a little fluid out of her, which we did somewhere. See, a little bit, not a ton. And guess what, guys? There it is. So the caliper is good. The sliders and all that, everything's good. It's that line is either got a blockage in it or maybe it's coming apart on the inside. So we will figure that out. Probably just buy a new one. Let me see how much it is. We'll decide from there. Yeah. So first, we should probably give a big thanks to Jay because that helped us out. You know, you guys know what I was going to do. I was going to throw parts at it, right? I was going to buy a caliper, stick it on there. It may have fixed it, like temporarily, because either there was a clog in the line or maybe like it's internally failing and kind of, so, but it would have came right back. Then I would have got pissed and I'd have thrown some tools around the shop. So my tools should probably thank Jay. I think everybody, let's just take a minute and thank Jay because helped us out. And hopefully we'll all learn something because I never actually thought about that before. I probably should have, right? Before you start throwing parts at something, take a minute and do a little troubleshooting. So there you go. Went and looked at different places, see where you can get it, what they're going for, whatever. Napa's got them for like $25, $30. Advanced Autos and all the big guys, right? They seem to mostly have them in stock, so that's good. You can get one from what's that place? It's online. You guys know. They give you magnets. Rock Auto for like $6. Awesome. Then it's like $9 shipping, and you got to wait a week. So, I mean, over to you to figure out the best way to do it. I use Rock Auto. I use it a lot doing the Jeep and a couple other things where I had time. Right now, I'm kind of where I want to get it done, so I will probably pay a little bit more tomorrow just to get this thing taken care of. Now, the thing you got to think about is you saw the scale under there. The banjo bolt came off pretty much no problem at all. Never thought it was going to strip, just no problem. The one on the other side, where the B nut is on the hard line, it goes through the frame. There's a little clip on there. That could get bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to juice it up. I'll probably hit up Jay because I still got my 1/2 inch line wrench that I'm probably going to need because, corrosion things. And I'm going to let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow I'll come down here, hit it with some heat, little juice, little heat, little juice. The old little formula there. and hopefully it all comes apart and I can just slap the new one back in. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and order those A-arms. I looked under everything else; it all looks legit. So we'll take care of getting brake hose, upper control arms, and get back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. So where did I put it? So trying to live my life like Chaz. What would Chaz do? I'm like, oh, just fix it. Don't replace it. Chaz would just fix it. Oh, there it is. So this is a little plastic piece that goes behind the inner fender. It's called a splash guard. And mine was broke. So I was like, what would Chaz do? I'm like, ooh, Chaz would just take a piece of aluminum and rivet it to the back, and then there it's fixed, right? And I made sure I didn't even cut it straight, because that's how Chaz would want it, right? So put it all together, and I'm like, all right, that'll good. And I'll just put a couple self-tappers in there. Once I get it together, be put back together, be good to go. So I was like, well, let me see how much they are. You know how much they are? $6, Chaz. $6. I spent like 38 minutes fixing that thing. For $6. Come on, man.
You guys already know. It ain't tomorrow. It's about a week and some change later. But we've been doing things, guys, and we've been getting ready. All right. So first what we did is we shot over to, I want to say it was Advanced, and got the brake hoses. Notice I said hoses, right? Yeah. We're being proactive, guys. Figuring since the left one is failing, it's just trash. The right's right behind it. Let's knock a bolt out and bleed the brakes just one time. That was a good idea, especially since Sean, the guy before us, changed all the lines and the hoses on the back. So that's all good. So we'll be all set. We ordered those A-arms, and there they are, back of the truck. Don't worry about the other stuff. That's for another project. But they came in, and yeah. So we're sitting pretty. We got everything we need. We got a couple things we don't need. And one of the reasons that we haven't been working on it, if you guys have been watching, you already know, picked up a new project. But as promised, she's sitting back there. We're not working on her until this guy's done. So after we did that, we shot down in North Carolina. Took the old road glide. Me and a couple of the guys from the club cruised on down there. We got waterboarded on the way back, but good ride. Watched our buddy Jimbo retire from the Navy after 30 years of service, so congrats, Jimbo. And then after that, next morning, got back on the old road glide right there. Shot up to PA. My brother had a party for 15 years of being married. Pretty sure his wife got like a Purple Heart or something for that, or she should have. But no, it was great. We had a barbecue and awesome. Got to see family and everything. Rode back down. Beautiful ride there and back. So put about 1,300 miles on the bike, and those were all good miles, guys. You know that. So we got to decompress a little bit. Spend some time with friends and family. In that time, parts came in, and time to get back to work. So I'm going to climb under this thing and see how we're going to handle this whole strip bolt thing, which I stripped, but straight up broken from that guy right there. She's fighting me, guys. I said we were ready and we had everything we needed. I was wrong because, well, I didn't forget, but I had a plan that didn't work. Broken bolts, right? We got these two that broke flush there, and the other one is still stuck in the manifold. At this point in the game, I'm wishing that I bought the other exhaust system that was like headers back. I didn't because I didn't want to deal with broken bolts. I figured when I pulled the manifold off, I was going to break some. I knew these would be a little tough. I didn't think they were going to break. Usually, usually doesn't matter. So, you see I got one broken here. Right there. And then, like I said, that's the one I still got to drill out of the left side manifold. The other two, the studs are hanging out. We should be able to grab on them. And I hadn't even messed with it because, well, I ran out of propane, so I went and got this guy. While I was out, I said, let me get the right part, man. So that's what I did, right? That's why I like it. Nope. That's for the 6.2 liter version of this. I think that's a diesel, actually. So you can get them all day long, guys. It's been a little bit of a rant, all right? So stand by. You can get those all day long for the 6.2. You can't get them for the 350. The most common motor ever, small block Chevy, 350. Can't get it. So I don't know. Did we sell out of all of them? Did we just decide to piss me off today? I don't know, but the second part worked. I'll tell you that. So now I got another plan. I'm going to try and cobble this together because, guys, this is what I was trying to avoid, right? So, something like this. So I got to get those two studs that are broken in there, or three, out. And I think something like this will work. And if it doesn't, we can order what might be the right thing from Rock Auto. Doesn't have the springs on it. It just has some washers. I don't care as long as it holds it on. But kind of feel like a really, really, really big waste today. I've been down here for a hot minute, and all I got was aggravated. And it sucks, guys. Sometimes you got those days in the shop. So luckily, like I said earlier, we took that motorcycle ride, and like we were decompressed, and we weren't like all like, right? So we didn't throw anything. We didn't even get mad. Well, we got a little perturbed. So I'm gonna shoot up to the house, nightly routine, lay my head down, wake up refreshed, and hopefully my cobble plan works after I get these guys out. I didn't even mess with those because I was I was running around today. We'll see how it goes, guys. Wish me luck, because I feel like I'm going to need it. See you guys tomorrow. Well, guys, it's a new day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
The kid will get that reference. Maybe, unless I really did it wrong. I don't know. You know what, guys? I don't even care at this point. I told you to wish me luck. And I don't think anybody did, because I just took a freaking beating. All right? I say it's a new day, but pretty late in the day. And not from lack of me being down here. So I came down this morning, made sure my little fabric cobble thing was going to work. It seems like it will. So then I went out and bought some flange bolts, guys. This is what I got. These guys right here. And there we go. This guy's. So rather than using those studs, I got them from Tractor Supply. I don't know if they belong on a John Deere or something. I don't care. They seem like they'll work. Actually, I know they'll work because I got them in. So I'm going to flip you guys around and show you what we're doing. So this is when you know you're having a good time. When you have 3 drill indexes out, that's a solid day, you know? So, yeah. Got the one I stole from work back in like 99. This one here the kid gave me, and then I had to use Megan's, and finally that was working, because apparently I've overused and burnt up or broke or whatever all of mine. These things happen when you use them. But at the end of the day, this little son of a is out. And I'll bring you under here and show you. So basically, it did take all of these. I couldn't easy out it. I was afraid to break it. Guys, if you guys ever use easy outs and you know it's about to break, stop, because you're not drilling through that thing. So that's why I done drilling all the way through. as you can see. And then use this guy to tap the corners in and then pull it out with the, what do you call those guys? Needle nose. We had some coil incorporated, a little heat here and there. Yeah, so let's get under here. And I've put these bolts in. And there we go. So the left side, see, 3 flange bolts. We're going to forget all about those studs. We have the springs. They'll go like right here. I measured everything out. So new flanges, old springs, new bolts will be all right. So this side right here, ready to go. Now this was also where I was drilling from the top for a minute. I had a little to get up there. So that was pretty dope. On the other side here, we've got a different array of tools. You see we're going for a different kind of extraction, and we have been unsuccessful thus far. But we'll get underneath here and show you what's up. All right. So a little bit different setup here. This one comes on an angle, go around the starter and whatnot. You see we got 3 studs sticking out. This one is the only one that came out the way it's supposed to. That cracked off. That cracked off. My initial plan, I thought they were threaded all the way up. So what I was going to do was just clean this up and, delete that that spring and call it good. Didn't work because the threads, that's where it broke off, right where the threads end right there. So like right here on those up. As you see, this guy is pretty charred because I have been hitting it with a ton of heat. There was a little fire, but we got it. We got it, not a big deal.
Mr. Bobby, there's no smoking in here.
Oh, it's all right, darling. I'm a volunteer fireman.
And then now we're trying to, I'm coiling the crap out of these, but I don't think they're going to come out. After how that other one came out, what I feel I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, drill through it, and then do the same thing. Makes for a long night, but got to do what you got to do. So I'm not getting as much done as I wanted to get done, but it's not because I'm not trying, I'm putting in the work. I'm not a slacker, right?
Come on, I've come so far. I'm baby stepping. I'm doing the work. I'm baby stepping. I'm not a slacker.
Listen to
It is what it is, guys. So we'll keep after it. Lost my center punch. It's pretty sweet. I looked for that for about an hour. Never found it. So I'll probably find it right when I'm done. That's how that goes. So Megan ordered Chinese, guys, and I'm hungry as a hostage. So I'm going to head to the house, eat said Chinese food, and then I'll be back down here to finish this godforsaken task. And we'll see how it goes, and we'll see what else we get done after that, because, yeah. Got the tip in there. See, that's all that's in there. Be careful with that. You don't want to break that off. That's very hard metal. And getting it out. And you drill through it. Put up over about 38 to 46 drill bits. ago. So I don't know how much of the under shocks footage the kid's going to use, but I would love to show you exactly where we're at, but I can't because everything I have, the batteries, is done. Old Wade did give me another flashlight, and with the explicit instructions to keep that charged up, so then when the other one dies, you can just flip-flop them. For some reason, that is in the back room in one of the totes with all the other stuff I refuse to use. I don't know why. I have no idea. I can't even tell you. I can tell you I've been under this thing for entirely too long. The left side is all ready. We can bolt these pipes up whenever we want on that side, but we gotta get the right side done. I end up cutting the show you down my stuff here. Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. So we cut this guy off right there, and then drilled through it, and then drilled through it again and again and again, and we're like almost there. Guys, it still will not spin out. You see I put the easy out on there a few times. I broke a drill bit or two, actually. I think only one of them on camera. Guys, it's, yeah. About 3 hours ago, I was going to put this thing on Craigslist because you guys know on Craigslist. What year is it? 97? What's going on here? Facebook. Because Megan even told me, she's like, put the thing on Facebook, cut your losses, and work on something you want to work on. Guys, because I have not fallen in love with this thing. I'm not an SUV guy. We can call it a truck all day long. It ain't. All right? And that has nothing to do with why I'm pissed off here. I've said, man, I should have just bought the headers and gone all the way back, but then I'd be doing this on the head because this thing has rust on it because it's older. And all that scaliness is really starting to piss me off that I wasn't so worried about before. Now I'm dealing with it. And I'm dreading what the front end's going to be like doing the lowering kit and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to head up for the night, guys. Like I said, everything I have with a battery is dead. And I think I got about 10 or 15 more minutes left till that one I'm working on is ready. I'm just going to go the next size up with the drill bit, run it through, and probably run a tap through there to fix the threads up. It's where I'm looking at right now because we're like so close. And then I got to do the same thing on the other one. And I'm debating, since I'm there, do I do the third? I don't know. I'm sure you guys are done watching this malarkey. I don't even know what it is at this point in the game. But, like I said, I'm going to go hose off, all that kind of stuff. Come back tomorrow, and hopefully next time you see me, I'm in a better mood. And I tell you guys we're ready to go, and we're ready to install the pipes. When we find out, keep watching, guys. Well, guys, we showed you the other side. Here's the passenger side now. We got the two top bolts there. Now you can't see them because my fingers blocked them. But, yeah, those are... we ended up having to cut the studs, drill through it, and then tap it at the end of it because we just could not get whatever. It became one, all right? The studs in there just weren't coming out. Which is why that rusted one is still there. You know why, guys? Because it works if it ain't broke, right? See here, it's got this, this guy comes on off there. if that becomes a problem, we do have another flange bolt. So if we have to swap it out, we will. But guys, I've been laying under this truck for the last 2 days, drilling above my head, and I'm so over it. Guys, sometimes you got jobs like this, right? Where, man, you keep putting in the work, and it don't matter. I mean, it does because we got it done, but like, you would think if you spend 2 days on something, you'd see a difference. Now, granted, I see a difference because I got to get under there and put this exhaust in, but you get it, right? Not that, what's that stupid word they use all the time in the Air Force? Visual progress. That's it. God, I hate that term because that's what people want to see, right? That instant gratification of, hey, we're done. Look at this. Look at how cool it looks. You know, get the thumbnail, all that. When in reality, guys, this is the stuff they don't show you, right? You're under there. My shoulders are killing me. I'm going to tell you what. Just, metal flakes just showering on you. It's no matter where you put your safety glasses, it gets in your eyes. One of those jobs. But it's got to be done. Otherwise, you can't put the exhaust on. So that one is going to drive me crazy because I'm a very symmetrical type of guy, and we're going to try and forget about it. But I do tend to, dwell on some things. And that one stud, even though, especially after it's lowered, you're never going to see it. Knowing it's not the same drives me nuts. And if it was that truck right there, yeah, I would still be in here drilling on it. But you know what, guys? This one right here, we're saving her so somebody else can love her. And I don't think that guy cares as long as the exhaust doesn't leak. Speaking of, well, I got nothing. This is a terrible segue. But we talked about this. We got who you think got it this year? I'll tell you who got the closest without going over. Was Nick, the guy who said we should do this in the first place. But he didn't comment. So I'll bring him some stickers anyways. Kevin L. Kevin L was the closest. The kid put a thing up here, was 3.26 pounds. So that's some weight reduction right there, guys. And what he had 2.2 pounds, 4 ounces, I think he put, something like that. So he was the closest without going over. Two, babe, you almost got it. You just got a little overzealous. But he was actually the closest, but he went over. Like we talked about already, Price is Right style, right? So, guys, I am over all this for the day. It's not too late on Sunday, so I'm going to go spend a little family time and try and wash all of the metal shavings off of my eyeballs and my hair and everything else. But we're set up, guys. We're set up so we can just dive into the exhaust next time. Because, guys, I think this episode proves it. If you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. We put in the work. She's still not the coolest thing in the parking lot, but she will be. And to prove that, you guys got to keep watching. So make sure you do all the, what do you call that, YouTube stuff, the liking and all that kind of thing. And we will talk to you next time and hopefully have some visual progress. Thanks for watching, guys.